Hello, I'm Payne Walker, candidate for Fort Walton Beach City Council, one of 4 open seats. That election is March the 14th. Hope you can show up, bring a family or friend and neighbor, and hopefully we can get record turnout. There is a need for significant change at City Hall. Been watching them for about 4 years, and today I just want to follow up real quick on the video that I did earlier. I may have a part 2 follow-up, I don't know, but I don't think in that video I took long enough to kind of talk about taxpayers' return on investment. If you go watch the 12-minute and 37-second video regarding the $125,000 gift or forgiveness of taxpayers' dollars to a church so that they may build affordable housing or some degree of affordable housing in Crestview, this is a follow-up to that. The thing of most interest to me is the overall rate of return and the investor. You know, if we take this investor loan, Reverend Williams of the Greg Chapel AME Church, and apply it to any other investor who may show up, may not show up, may apply, whatever, but taxpayers gave back in 2017-ish, I believe. I haven't put my eyes on it yet, but the money was given to Valor House. That last night the money was just forgiven, but it was given to them back then. And so put yourself in the position of the investor. The investor took $125,000 taxpayer dollars to improve his property. Keeps rent lows. I don't think there's any verification or checking of how low. Is it $5 low? Is it $500 low? Don't know. I don't think there's any mechanism to check or confirm that. But he states it's low income and will be increasing the amount of those 6 units to 100%. So 6 units that were already built in 2018 are now going to be apparently guaranteed to be low rent, but there's no check method on that. So anyway, I'm sure he will. But if I was that investor and I got $125,000, wow, that really does lower my carrying cost or my expenses on that property. So my cash flow can improve. My cash flow could improve. My cash flow could be 25% better if I'm using your money. You know, if you give me the money and then say, oh, I'm going to forgive your money, it's like, wow, that's like my mortgage is paid off. So where I was renting it for $1,000 a month and I had a mortgage, if I lower it to $950 and I no longer have a mortgage because taxpayers pay for it, I provided low income housing. Wow, thank you guys. And I may go do it again in Crestview. Yeah, I bet. I'd like to do that. I'd like to get people to pay my mortgage so that I can put tenants in it for less than those people who get mortgages. You know, when they get mortgages or use their own cash, they get market rate returns on it. But since they're using subsidized housing at taxpayer expense, they get to rent it for less. Isn't that neat? Isn't that neat how that works? And it's revitalizing and it's in improving our health and safety and welfare. And it's stated clearly by some of the members there that you know, this is going to be good for the community. Nobody has made one iota of sense on how this is good for taxpayers. There's something going on. It stinks. It's rotten. We'll never find out. We might. It might be 3, 5, 7 years down the road, and we'll be able to look back and go, ah, that's what they did. That's why they did it. Maybe we'll find out sooner. I don't know, but it doesn't look right, smell right, or feel right going in. We don't know why that is, but nothing in all of the documents and all of the evidence and all of the public. I watched the council meeting again and trying to see where it makes sense. And it's just word salad. Great feeling words. Oh, those feel so good. And they'll use buzzwords, revitalizing and economic partners. And you get right down to it and you go, guys, that doesn't make sense with taxpayer dollars. What are you doing and why are you doing it? And so that's part of the changes that I hope comes about. I hope I'm a part of it. I hope that I'm a future city council member. I'll have some questions that didn't get raised in all of these meetings about some of these. Being good stewards of taxpayers' dollars, taxpayer money is critical. It's not about buzzwords. It's not about backroom deals. It's not about secret support or whatever it is. I don't know, but it doesn't make sense. So think about it from a return on investment from the taxpayer standpoint instead of the investor. It makes perfect sense for him. But what are you and I getting out of it? We got the applicant was already going to do it anyway, he said. And then last night they said, well, we'll give it to you anyway. They didn't know if he needed the money. They didn't tie it to a future development in Fort Walton Beach City. Didn't even tie it to the development in Crestview. Didn't say, well, we'll leave it once you get construction started in Crestview. So bad management of taxpayers' money, poor stewardship, and it is something that I hope motivates you to come out and vote March 14th. Understand those who voted in favor of it last night that are up for running for re-election. M.G. Moran and Kirby Locklear both voted to support that. Mayor did as well. Mayor's not up for election. Mr. Allegretto did as well. He's not up for re-election. He's secured. If M.G. Moran and Locklear are reelected, you can count on more similar stewardship of your dollar. So hope you, if you haven't voted already, that you do on March 14th. Thanks again for your time.